All right, warriors, welcome back. Before we get started, let's do a breathing exercise. It's going to take 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis. We're going to breathe in deep, hold it, release together. And just take a badass walk on the beach, just chill. And hopefully fill in some of these spaces. They're not empty by no means. It's just like a ping pong ball of emotions, a roller coaster ride, sometimes crippling. If we can make some sense of it, we can together grab our popcorn and watch the show. You see, because this blood sport you weren't supposed to be a part of. That's why it doesn't feel right, it's uncomfortable, and you felt alone in a crowd. Let's put this together. Warriors, 5 seconds is going to get us realigned, because Narcissists done a badass job in violating that mental space to a point that you're doing it to yourself without them even being here. And that's part of the mind fuck. Let's get realigned. Let's talk some sense into this learning experience and walk away what I would consider to be a warrior. Some call it a super empath, right? Ioka or whatever label you might feel comfortable with, go with it, fine, but don't get hung up on it so where you start to build on that ego. You see, because that's the danger of crossing over to being a dark empath. I would almost say borderline, a histrionic. You see, what makes them more eviler than anything is they know right from wrong. They were taught right. They made a decision. The only things that fail them, I think, at this point that I've found as a common denominator with dark empaths or BPDs, histrionics, is this. Their rage is knowing the difference of right and wrong, because once you know it, you can't unknow it. Once you know the truth, once you know the character of God or a belief system, a moral compass you were raised on, then it's always self-convicts. And see, that's the part of the dark empath that makes them so dangerous and rageful, because you remind them of those choices they made. You remind them of how weak they are and lacking self-control. Warriors, they live a horrible existence, and they want you to have this fear of missing out on a good thing or fun times. And what you learned is bad decisions make for great stories, but you only want to tell it once, not relive it ever again. And you tell it from the victory. And what you learned is a super empath, a warrior, can defeat a narcissist, a sociopath, or psychopath, because it's the same playbook. You know their weaknesses. It aggravates the shit out of them. And we're going to talk about it. 5 things. 5 things. Let's do this breathing exercise. Despacito. Slowly. And when you release, it's the healing ears that need to be the diplomat for you today. No arguments. Let's not give a dirty joke more respect. Because when you hear a dirty joke, your mind goes quiet, because you don't want to miss at the end the punchline. 5 seconds, warriors. Let's align ourselves. Come on now. Release slowly. All right, y'all. Look, you know, we got all this gender so-called confusion only in the West. What a luxury, right? Only in the West do we have so many gender. I found another one. Y'all, I got to share this shit with you for real. What's it called? whenever you like men and women, and they don't like you. It's called by yourself. By yourself. Oh shit. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Look, narcissists are going to have, especially at the end of their cycle, they're already living a lie, but when the lies start accumulating at the end of their life cycle, look, it's a horrendous ego death. It was but a bee sting. You're walking away. For those of you warriors that were actually able to hand a narcissist their ass and reverse narcology, the game on them, because you were paying attention. Once you were in stride, you were like, oh, hell to the no. Let me study this creature right here. They're really playing it up. Ooh, you're a part of it too. Dang it. Yeah. Once you started reconning it and studying it, narcissists run up on obstacles. Just like in your world, you're going, man, these little fuckers are everywhere. I mean, Chico, they're everywhere. In the narky world, you're everywhere. They getting asses handed to them, even by their own kind. Their own kind acting warrior to guard themselves, because look, they're hoarders. And what's going on right now? Cold ass winter, hard times. When the economy gets hard, ain't no one more titeristas than the narky. Ain't no one got more boundaries than a narcissist that didn't earn it, because they know it's hard to come by, and they seeing nothing but warriors around them. So what better position for them to play a pole at to win over the hearts of fellow warriors? You see, that's why you have to be careful. They have the same vernacular. They want to sound like you, be like you, eat like you, dance like you, move like you. But see, they can't. It lacks consistency, authenticity. And after a while, the resentment sets in. The jealousy, the envy. You see, what happens is the narcissist, their ultimate ego death is when they can't offer themselves after objectifying themselves their whole lives. They can't even give themselves to the public for free. They're not even being sought after as a pump and dump or a practice. Warriors, your discard was nothing but a bee sting in consideration to the world now, seeing narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths for who they are. You see, their plan, Bravo, was you never realizing that you were the provider. You were the one providing this protection, emotional regulating, motivation, and just blowing air up a dumbass. That's it. But it was an extra that they needed in order to pull off the lie. And it's in your truth, just living simply this way, living in your truth exposes the lie they speak. When you leave well enough alone, narcissists are going to connect with other narcissists that are in more desperation than they are. And once they figure each other out, oh, grab your popcorn. You see, this is the part where you're supposed to be the spectator, learning by observation, because how they dismount each other and discard is vicious. Power plays unlike no other, and seeking witnesses. They're more than happy to perform the theatrics. Little did you know you weren't supposed to ever get in the way of consequence, but you lost sight of the fact you were supposed to learn by observation what it is. What is it I'm seeing? What is it that I'm witnessing right now? Warriors, many of you share your blueprint, your heart's blueprint, and then wonder why narcissists just come on so perfectly and charismatic and everything you wanted them to be at the beginning. And you still ain't put two to two together that, yeah, mírame, look. Stop what the fuck you're doing, look at me. You had diarrhea of the mouth. You may not talk directly to this fool, but the fool from a previous connection could have sent them in with the intel, or you spoke it. You know, dude talk, girl talk, whatever it is y'all do, sharing shit that you ought not be sharing. Because if a person's meeting your expectations, it needs to be because it's genuinely, authentically who they are, not someone they're mimicking to be. You share your blueprint. You got that chorro, caca de agua, diarrhea of the mouth. And then you wonder why it feels like you're the target. Look, I don't know who the comedian was that said, you may not be one of them, but when you're wearing their uniform, don't be surprised you being treated like one. Warriors, what I've seen in many a pattern is this. The dark empaths are so pissed off because they know the truth. And the parents that raised them know the truth. For the mass majority I've found, they were enabled. The parents gave them the golden nuggets, gave them the playbook. They got this operating knowledge early. And it's at the end. You see, there's an Indian proverb, the way it sounds, it's going to be kind of crude, but it kind of goes like this, where a man goes into his manhood only after stepping on his dick at least 2 times, then his balls drop. And what that kind of means is a man must experience losing it all and raise himself back up at least twice in his life in order to become fearless, in order to come into his masculine, in order to be able to come in so stoic that he will always be on mission. Won't compromise it. You see, it doesn't alienate the man's sense of duty, but it's not selfish to want to survive, to see reality for what it is and be blunt with it. This is what narcissists fear. And what happens as parents, we fail to allow a generation to fall dead on their ass and bail them out. Now they've grown accustomed to it. Now they always want the handout. It's like, kind of like doing everything right in life, and at the end you get caught fucking a chicken. And so we're going to have, probably, it's already happening, we're going to have a lot of chaos, a lot of anxiousness, a lot of bankruptcies, a lot of mortgage fraud, a lot of insurance fraud, a lot of wrongful death, a lot of life insurance, a lot of cars coming up stole or on fire, people changing their names and magically going off grid, not to find self, to run away from self. You see, warriors, there's 5 ways to destroy a narcissist that what I consider super empath does automatically through life experience after your balls drop, so to speak. After suffering trauma and learning from it, but not allowing it to destroy you, you become successful in spite of it. You alchemize. And this is the 5 traits. A super empath or a warrior, someone who's learned from experience, right? Let's just call it that for the sake of getting rid of labels. You don't fall for their shit, their bullshit, for narcissists. And you feel it in such a way that it makes you nauseous. And that's kind of that, you're going to feel it before you see it. It's not magic, you're just quick to identify with the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much effort, exaggerated effort. Now, what makes super empaths unique is not only are you able to quickly identify with it, but you're scanning to see who's buying into it and who's not. Because you're either with me or without me. With me, without me. This is how you're able to look at a field and know who's on whose team, who's on what team. You're able to identify that warm comfort in cold situations where it's not distorted. You know the homely, the genuine old soul. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now look. You also know how to set boundaries without loopholes. And the way you become this way is because you understand that there can be nothing lost in translation or interpretation. So you don't only identify a boundary to someone toxic, but you're bold with it, you're blunt, and you explain it in 4 or 5 different ways so it ain't misunderstood. That's when narcissists know they fucked with the wrong one. And you learned it, whom better from but narcissists. And many of you had a head start because you were raised in the insane asylum. Are you listening to me? I feel you. It's why I know so damn much. It's why I'm in a hurry to try and share with you as much as I can and not take it with me. You see, what we need to leave is this legacy, that we allow those at the earliest of ages to take advantage of a better quality of life than we were given. That's give a damn, put in the right damn place. Because let me tell you, the only ones that this is making sense to are those who have learned from trauma, who have built themselves up after being directly attacked by the ones you love, by the ones that you, of all people, thought should have had your 6. Automatically. You shouldn't have to have thought about it. To now being on the other side of your shield. Now they know what it feels like to not be in your presence. They know what it feels like for your silence to fucking scream. And look, what narcissists don't ever see coming is this, because it's real subtle, but it taps into a narc's insecurities and you fuck them up. You find the narcissist accusations humorous. They're hilarious creatures because you know what you're worth. I've had narcs try and provoke me just based on what they heard about my military experience and thought they could provoke me into action. Like I got something to prove. Are you kidding? Oh, no, for real. And you understand it truly. You find it amusing because you understand these are the narcissist's confessions. Everything they're accusing you of, it's the nature of the narcissist to confess this way, and thereby giving you their weaknesses. And all you do is reverse narcology that shit and give it back. They're confessing their weaknesses. So what you're saying is, oh, it's an ego death. Look, And this is what drives them even nuttier. Because they're expecting you, now that you identified them as a narcissist, they're expecting you to constantly retaliate against them. And what blows their mind is this, because this is their mental mindfuck. You don't attack narcissists for supply. You don't need anyone for supply. You're self-motivated. So they run around screwing themselves up in the head thinking they're going to come after me. They're going to come after me, man. Why? Because that's how they operate. This is why you see narcissists fidgety as shit, always looking over their shoulder. Yeah, because they understand you're a different animal. And in their world, look, you're the boogeyman. You're the kukui. This is when the hunter becomes a hunted. I just need you to see your power, because the narcissist saw it a long time ago. The grand manipulation is they needed to convince you that they could manage it better. You know, because they're more better bestest at managing their own fucking lives. I bet you won't ignore these big mistakes. Big mistakes, things we need to pay attention to, things we need to never ignore again. And I'm not saying label someone automatically, but I'm saying pay attention. Look, it might be someone's perfect imperfections, might be yours. But the bottom line is, if you check 7 out of the 8 boxes, I mean, come on now, right? Big mistakes. Never learned how to ride a bike. Oh, I don't think that's a big deal. Is it? I mean, if we're getting chased by a burr. Likes to drink chocolate milk and call their mom every night before bed. Son husbands. Yeah. Didn't allow them to step on their own dick at least twice, so their balls would drop. They're still on the tit at 30. Wants a relationship to be kept secret. Shh. I say shh. Every family has skeletons in the closet, but they have an actual cemetery in the backyard. Dang it, man. Have a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Constantly talks about their ex. Ridiculously more wealthy than you and constantly reminds you of it. Goes through your things when you aren't around. Oh, dang it. Oh, warriors, get out there and own it. Look, no bullshit aside, how can you... I put all responsibility on you once you've experienced a relationship with a narcissist. You see, if you get gaslit, you was wanting attention. It's not because you don't know no better. You just want what you want. Or some of you may have thought, well, it's ugly enough, I can walk away from it and caught the wheels for a pump and dump. Yeah, dumbing down is not an option. Yeah, narcissists are on the clearance rack. Leave them there. And for many of you, when the garbage sees itself out, oh, you need to seize that opportunity. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. Les mando besos y abrazos. Oh, wait a minute. I'll take that back. Abrazos. I'll take it back. I'll give it. Well, hang on. I got a glove box cookie. I gotta get rid of these shits. This is a year's worth of fortune cookies from eating Chinese food. I kind of like it. But I don't eat the fortune cookies. I would just throw them in the glove box. All right, check this out. Remember yesterday, but live for today. Damn it! Does that just tie in beautifully? It ties in most beautifully. Fantastical. It's more fantasticalist. Okay. Ahora les mando besos y abrazos. Your smiles are free. It's those hugs and kisses, man. Guard them. They create stalkers. And then you want to pretend like, I don't know why. Come on now. You're more delicious because your virtue can be seen in your actions, your lifestyle. That's the currency of choice. Like it or not, guard them draws. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna skydive. Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500 feet.
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at?
A high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour. Sweet. Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're gonna do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not gonna do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
What'd you think of that?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you going to get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us at Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality, just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother. What a fun. Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.